Oh yeah, it feels great.
Good News in Oakland is reporting from the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum with the good news on how State Farm, Major League Baseball, and the Oakland A's have teamed up with the Go to Bat program, sending Oakland resident Aggie Stevenson to the 2010 World Series and financially contributing to the organizations that passionately serve their communities.
Good news in Oakland! Oh yeah, it feels great.
Good News in Oakland is yet again capturing some more good news. We're with Deetra Page, the Director of Community Relations with the Oakland A's. Deetra, welcome to Good News in Oakland. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so pleased to be here.
Deetra, I bet you are pleased because Oakland A's and Major League Baseball have partnered with State Farm to send Oakland resident Aggie Stevenson to the World Series. How do you feel about that partnership?
Well, I think, first of all, we are very proud to partner with State Farm. The Going to Bat program was really awesome. Basically, what happened with the week of July 19th through the 20th, for every home run hit in Major League Baseball, State Farm Insurance donated $100 to a chosen charity. And that chosen charity for Aggie was the 4-H Council. During that week, over 206 home runs were hit during that week. So that equated to $20,600 being donated to the 4-H Council on behalf of Aggie. And what was great was that six home runs were hit by the A's during that week. And those players that hit those home runs, I believe it was Rajay Davis, Jack Cust, Kurt Suzuki, and Matt Watson. So they really stepped up to help out a great organization as well.
That's the type of players we look for, players that go to bat for a cause. We're so excited about that partnership and that the players really went to bat. I understand also that Oakland A's and State Farm have an extension of the Go to Bat program where you're really, really involved in the Oakland community. What kind of involvement have you had?
Basically, that program is called the State Farm Good Neighbor Program, and we partnered with State Farm Insurance to identify an individual in the community who goes above and beyond their commitment to the community every day. So each month we chose a person from the community. In April we chose Oralee Brown, who runs the Oralee Brown Foundation, which sends kids to college from the Oakland community. In May we chose Calvester Stanley, who's the president of the Oakland Boys and Girls Club. In June our choice was Susan Bateson, who's the executive director of the Alameda County Community Food Bank. In July we chose Larry Harper, who's the executive director of the Good Tidings Foundation. In August we chose Chester Livingston, who actually is the vice president of the Oakland Babe Ruth Little League, and he works a lot with kids in the Bay Area as well as the Oakland community. And then on the month of September, it was Dee Johnson, who runs the Lindahan Foundation. So we were very proud to honor and recognize these individuals from Oakland who each and every day go above and beyond their commitment to the community.
Good News in Oakland is yet again capturing more good news with State Farm Public Affairs Specialist, Mr. Savag Sarkisian. Savag, welcome to Good News in Oakland. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm very excited to share some good news on behalf of State Farm Insurance.
Savag, it is definitely good news that you're sharing. You are sending Aggie Stevenson, an Oakland resident, to the World Series through the Go to Bat program. What is the Go to Bat program, and how does that exemplify State Farm's commitment to the community?
Go to Bat was a very exciting initiative. We had a chance to engage people through the social media platform. Folks could sign up online. They could select their charity of choice. There were probably about 50 charities that people could select. Aggie Stevenson chose the 4-H Council. That was something she had a lot of passion around. And then they go to bat online. And what that means is the fans could go online who had registered, and they play the State Farm Home Run Derby game where they could hit virtual home runs. While our major league players are hitting real home runs, fans could hit virtual home runs, and each one of those home runs was an additional chance for them to be selected for that particular week in the program. In July, we selected Aggie Stevenson. She was tied to the National 4-H Council, and in that week, 206 home runs were hit by major league players around the country, adding up to the $20,600 grant. The exciting culmination of all of this is going to happen at the World Series. Game 4, there's going to be an on-field ceremony where all the winners who are attending the World Series will be there. All the charities will be there. And besides having that ceremony, the charity that had the most support around the country throughout this 10-week initiative, they will be granted an additional $25,000. So very, very exciting for the winners, and the charities, I'm sure, are holding their breath and hoping that they will be the ones to get that additional $25,000, and we're pulling for all of them.
Good News in Oakland is celebrating good news with Aggie Stevenson today because she's going to the World Series. You heard it right. From Oakland, Aggie Stevenson is going to the World Series. Aggie, first of all, how does it feel to know that you're going to be on the field at the World Series?
I am so excited to be representing 4-H, the Oakland A's, whoever's going to be there at the World Series. I'm so excited to win this prize from State Farm. It's been fantastic.
And speaking of winning and working with State Farm, what was the program that you were involved in that led you to the World Series?
Well, the charity that I chose with the Go to Bat program through State Farm, the online game, which was a lot of fun to play, I must say, was National 4-H Council. And I've been involved with 4-H since I was a little kid, in the school system in Tennessee, and then going to camps, and then most recently working for 4-H and learning how many diverse programs there are all across the country.
And speaking of 4-H, what stimulated you to really, passionately seek after going to bat for 4-H Council?
Well, I have to say that 4-H has been near and dear to my heart for a long time, and currently with the over 6 million kids across the country that are in 4-H, I think it's great, and I was trying to win money for them. I'm so excited that I was able to do that through the Go to Bat program.
Now, I heard there was a lot of money being spread around, and you were one of the first winners of some money. How much did you win, and what would you like to say to State Farm for being a winner?
Well, I can't believe it, but in the week that I won, there were 206 home runs in Major League Baseball, and for each of those home runs, State Farm donated $100 to National 4-H Council. So $20,600 to 4-H, which is so great. State Farm has been so generous, not just with the trip to the World Series, but also donating to charity.
And your charity, what do you expect them to do with that money? I know you're involved with the Oakland area of the council. How do you expect them to use that money?
Well, nationally, I believe the money will be used for support, reaching out to more youth, supporting educators who are in the field, as well as county agents. It's a great program, and I'm so excited I could help.
And lastly, Aggie, the World Series. I mean, that is just an amazing opportunity. What do you plan to do while you're at the World Series so that we can look out for you?
Sure. Well, it's amazing, but through Major League Baseball and State Farm, all 10 of the winners are going to be on the field before one of the games 3 and 4. So either in New York or Texas, I'm going to be on one of those fields before one of the games and supporting 4-H, and thanks again to State Farm.
Well, Aggie, we want to thank you for going to bat. You actually went to bat. You got off of your behind and went to bat for an organization that you had passion about. We want to thank you for doing that. We want to thank the players at the Oakland A's for going to bat specifically, and all the other players in Major League Baseball that week. We want to say thank you to State Farm, and thank you again to the Oakland A's. Thank you, Aggie, for being on Good News in Oakland.
Thank you so much.
Good news in Oakland! Oh, yeah, it feels great.